So I was planning to talk to you about this hunch I have about my family's resilience and how we are getting better at absorbing chaos, but that I've got no proof yet. And I was going to walk you through my calendars, and I have my iPad to help with that. I have a big glass of water. And then I started doing it and realized I can't just come up with these live on the top of my head. I was trying to make it really easy to just experience with you live on camera. That's not gonna work. And I still want to post a video today, so we're not gonna do the thing the way I thought, but we can still do some things off the cuff. So let me tell you about this idea I have and how I set it up, and then maybe tomorrow we can actually do it together. I have had a wild year so far, or at least it feels that way. And it feels like the winter was really hard, and then we had um, a spring that had some high demands of us that we did not expect and could not have anticipated. And then we have had a summer with chaos of our own choosing, and it feels like we are working as a team and vibing through these things much more smoothly lately. And that made me want to test that assumption instead of going off vibes. Like, is this real? Are there other things happening? And it's not a binary. It's not, are we more resilient or are we not? Like, maybe we are doing a better job of being resilient, but maybe we're also doing a good job of navigating way more challenges than we'd normally had to go through, or bigger challenges. One of those things we did for sure. And Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of rambling here, but I really do hope to use kind of some self reflection using my calendar to assess if and analyze, are we more resilient? Um, I also know that, like, I am still deep in a grieving phase that only started a few months ago. And, you know, I want to be purposeful of making sure I'm creating space for that while also feeding into a lot of creative energy that I'm trying to capitalize on right now. So, it's just been a lot. And so I want to tell you a little bit about the structure of what I'll do when we assess these things tomorrow. And I'll come with a little bit more structure than just, woohoo, let's look at the calendar and see what my brain makes up. Because sometimes that will work, but this time it did not. So what I'm going to do is month by month, find bump stories, or instances of bumps. And I want to tell you a little bit about what a bump is. My husband and my daughter love to ride scooters together, and electric scooters. And sometimes it'll be to or from school, sometimes it'll be to run a little errand or just to go around our beautiful neighborhood. And we have speed bumps going out of our neighborhood. So it came from literal speed bumps, one wheel and then the next wheel going over the bump, warning of instability ahead, right? So that she could prepare because we knew it was coming. And these are bumps that we don't know are coming. Bumps can be speed bumps, but they could also be curbs or potholes or who knows what, right? And then you translate that into life, and I'll be looking through and assessing what kind of bumps we had along the way, and I'll look at them from a small, medium, large perspective. Small meaning that they were unexpected, but they were easily wrapped up within less than an hour, quick little fixes. Medium ones maybe take up to a day's commitment, and large ones, bigger picture, right? I'll also assess who carried it, me, my husband, us together, or we have, another adult in our house these last few months, my brother Brian. So maybe he took on some of that load as we assess these bumps. And so, yeah, and then once I get to the other side of the analysis, or assess, so we'll document the data. And then we'll analyze it on the other side, and I will kind of look at, um, are we being more resilient? Did we just get a lot of shit handed to us? Excuse my language. Or what else? What story is the data telling that is in alignment or elevating my understanding of what's happening around us as we have what has felt like a pretty chaotic 2026. And I want to have a very easeful and abundant rest of the year. So um, let's see what we find in what's happened so far. Collect that data. And until then, I'll see you next time.